staff today that I've just had to make a video about this. I waited an extra day before putting out this video because I knew more information would come out, especially from the employees who got let go. Although the way Bungie did it, it feels more like they're just being straight up fired. The way the employees have been treated is absolutely disgusting. Some of the veteran Bungie members that were around from the start have been let go. So what I'm going to do is go through all the available information, outline exactly what Bungie has done, outline absolutely how pathetic this is, and then I'll give you my thoughts at the end. So let's get started. Sony buys Bungie for almost $4 billion. Bungie employees were told and repeatedly assured following the 2022 Sony acquisition of Bungie that there'll be no layoffs at all. Fast forward to yesterday, and over 100 senior staff have been let go. Bungie CEO claims layoffs were due to Destiny 2 underperformance. Here's the kicker with that. The Bungie employees who were fired were begging higher management to make the changes necessary to course correct the game. And then when the game underperformed because management didn't listen to the employees, they fired said employees. And I know people are going to say, Remy, being fired is very different to being laid off. And yes, you're correct, but this is how Bungie got rid of their staff. Many staff found out that they were laid off through social media. They would try and log into their accounts, their work accounts, and found that they were locked out. No access, no email, just gone. These layoffs are widespread. The community team, social team, marketing, publishing, art, QA, support, legal, HR, and even production were all affected. Some of the employees who unfortunately lost their jobs said they found out in the morning when they were kicked out of their services, logins, and email access revoked. It gets worse. Others who instead found out in the meetings were told not to tell the team members themselves, as they would get told by other means. This did not happen. They just had their access revoked. It gets even worse. Many team managers were not told at all about who on their team was being let go and only found out as it happened. Now that's pretty disgusting. That is pathetic, and with how much money Destiny 2 makes, I just can't believe this has happened. But that isn't even the worst part. Some of the Bungie veterans that were there since the very start were let go. Michael Salvatore, the duo with Marty O'Donnell, updated his website the other day. He did the Halo soundtrack, the Destiny soundtrack, and he still wasn't kept on. So even if you do a really good job, you still lose your job. The creator of the Halo logo, you can't get much more veteran than that, also let go. Lorraine McLeese was there for over 20 years, and circling back to Michael Salvatore, he wasn't the only music composer to lose his job. Michael Seacrest updated his website saying gone fishing with Salvatore, and Salvatore updated his website saying gone fishing. So many people have cancelled their pre-orders, and rightfully so. But for a lot of people, myself included, the Bungie I grew up with is dead. With that said, I've seen even more people saying they just won't support Bungie ever again because of how disgustingly pathetic they have treated these staff in terms of letting them go. Now, I did some digging because I was very curious to see if this has happened before, and Jamie Grisimer, who had stock in Bungie, which appreciates in value, goes up and becomes worth more depending on how long you're with the company. When he was about to hit the day that this stock was going to be worth something, they literally stopped him from cashing in. Fast forward through today, many employees had unvested shares as a result of the Sony purchase. These shares would be received based on staying with the company for a certain number of years following the sale, but those shares revert to Bungie if you leave, even if you're fired. So a lot of the staff, it wasn't based on performance, it was just based on Bungie wanting to save money. This explains why a lot of the veteran staff were let go, as it's not even based on how good they were, it's just the Bungie management being piece of shits. Finally today, and if anyone thought this was a Sony decision, it wasn't. The layoff decisions came directly from Bungie management, and it's not about Sony replacing Bungie members with their own people. So what are my thoughts on this? Well, if you can't tell, these are people who are hardworking, who have lost their jobs because the Bungie management are the bottom of the earth scum. Now they have limited time to find another job, get health insurance, and what makes it worse is it's just before Christmas, and all the big management get to have their big work bonuses for Christmas, and their jobs aren't impacted at all. There seems to be a trend with gaming where the big high-ups are so out of touch with how the game should be, and then when the game doesn't perform the way they want it to because of their own stupid decisions, the people below them suffer, and in this case, they've lost their jobs. I was going to play Destiny 2 for an upcoming video. I am probably never going to touch the game ever again. So that's it. That's all I had to say. I can't believe this actually happened, and I feel so very sorry for anyone who did lose their job, especially because it wasn't based on how well they performed, but because of stupid management. So thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think down in the comments.